Hi, this is the Lesson 9 module reflection on assistive devices. In my experiences, I actually spent a few years working with a student who had some assistive technology devices. He used a Dynavox a lot, and so when I got to watch and read on the information about Dynavoxes, I was kind of excited because it's something I have some history and knowledge in. They are very, very high-tech devices. They are kind of bulky, but I'm sure that newer models since I last saw his are probably less compact, less heavy. It had so many features that could be utilized. He only used some of the few basics. He liked to use the keyboard a lot just to type in things, but you could set up pictures. You could set up, just touch screen communicative prompt response items. And I thought that it was great. It was a good way. He was a primarily nonverbal student. He had a small vocabulary and had to be really, really encouraged to speak with using his vocabulary and preferred to type his responses. And so I think that assistive technology devices, such as like the Dynavox, or if his Dynavox was being repaired, he would bring in his iPad and he had a Dynavox app that he used on it. So similar, but it was a little bit easier to use, in my opinion, but it didn't have as many features, according to his parents, as the actual Dynavox machine itself had. Some of the other things like the Thera Simplicity, I have seen that used recently. I didn't get to play with it myself, but I did see it used with one of our assistant speech therapists. Used it to put together activities to encourage some of our nonverbal students to utilize their speech. And it was really interesting, and I was wanting to check it out more, so I'm glad I got to do this assignment on it. Some of the things that I think people don't often think about as far as assistive devices are like visual learning cards. They work the same way as like a Dynavox would, but it's a series of pictures on a card, printed onto a card, and he or she could say, I want this, I want that. And it doesn't speak for them, but it's a good portable way for them to be able to take around, to be able to communicate to people around them if they don't have those digital or I guess technology-based items with them, or they may not own them, and that would be a good alternative way for them to communicate with those around them. Thank you.